Hi guys, this is Carrie. You're watching A Crone's Life. I got another Kickstarter in yesterday, and I checked it to make sure that it was what I was thinking it was going to be, but I haven't taken anything out. So, you want to go through this with me? It's going to be fun! Okay, so this particular Kickstarter was by Lennox Rees, and she is the same creator of the Coastal Curiosities. The name of her new deck, see, there's her name. The name of her new deck is the Peculiar Pathways. And I'm not sure what all I got in here, as per usual. Okay, so there's the Peculiar Pathways. Oh, these are the replacement cards. So I did keep up with this, these updates enough to know that there were 4 cards that were stained in the process of printing, and the deal that she had worked out with the printer was that they would reprint those 4 cards and we could use whichever ones we liked better. And you know, I would hope that we would like the ones not stained better, but I'm sure she would, you know, hope that as well. So what else did I get here? I got the Coastal Curiosities. Well, good. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that. So I think this is art prints. And this is the guidebook. We'll see. Maybe it's a journal, but I think it's a guidebook. And that should be all in the box. Yes, this is the guidebook. And what I really liked about this Kickstarter, I'm going to find one that is cool to me. What I really liked about the Kickstarter was that she showed off the old artwork, the RWS artwork, and then she compared it to her own, and the ways that she took the symbolism from the old card and made sure that it was represented in the new card. And even though it looks nothing like the old card, she has all of the elements that you would expect to see. So that made me very happy. It's a little bit better. Okay, well. I might have to get new lights for my setup. But anyway, the elements are listed, and they know what you need to know about them, and that sort of thing is very exciting. So this is the big size guidebook, and it does the same thing with every card, and I think that's lovely. Very cool. Let's get into the artwork, because I think that looks really fun. Oops. Okay, so we have stickers. 1, 2, 3. This is a QR code. Now, for the digital guidebook, that's very cool. When we travel, I like to have it on our phone. The art card is the Hermit. That's really neat. she's sweet. The bookmark has that on either side. Okay. Let's see these. Oh, it's a little travel journal. Oh, that's just cool. That's a little extra. Awesome. Isn't this the most gorgeous backs, though? Ah, just love that. And it's a linen finish. I'll set these right here. So inside the box, a lot of shadows. No, sorry. I love the wallpapery look. That's just so cool. It's like old books. They have the inside of the books. What are those called? See, I don't know anything. First edition, designed in Oregon. Very, 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 very pretty. Okay. Very mad at my setup today. So sorry. Alright, now let's see if we can see the difference here. I may have been a lucky one that didn't have staining on this one. The pictures that she showed were very obviously stained. But I'm not seeing what I thought I saw in her pictures, because there were yellow, you know, blemishes. The Magician. Well, I think I may have been a lucky one. So let's just look at the cards. I really love how everything is full of intention. Like, she did everything just exactly the way she wanted to do it, and so well planned and so well thought out. I also really like the black and white collage images in the foreground, you know, popping out from the color. I think that difference is pretty cool. The roosters almost blend in with the background. The leaves and the dark red. It took me a second to see them. And does that house look like the Bates house in Psycho To me, that looks like the Bates house. Because at the Bates Motel, you know, anyway, the house where the mother sits by the window up here. Creepy. A broken egg. Or hatched egg. We had a spider web outside of our door the other day, and it took up the whole porch area. I got a couple of good pictures. Might put those in here so you can see how neat that was. It's an interesting looking lizard. I'll have to read about him. I just can't wait to read about some of these. They have such interesting imagery. Okay, here's another one. Now I do see the yellow on this one. Yes. Very, very bright. I would not have noticed if she wasn't able to catch it. I don't think I would have noticed. I would have thought it was just part of the colors, but I'm so glad that she cared enough to fix these. That's really, really fantastic. Here's the Six of Cups. There's another one. Okay, so the yellow right here. This is the clean one, so we'll do that. All right, that was the 4, so I think the other 2 are clean on mine. I'll go over them again just to make sure before I start using it, but the second 2 definitely were stained on mine, so good to have backup cards, replacement cards. I think Kickstarter, with the projects that I backed last year and this year, I really think that Kickstarter, well, I hate to say Kickstarter, you know, the projects that that we have the option of backing, I feel like they are going so much slower than they used to, because a lot of tarot tubers I've heard were so frustrated with their decks taking a year to be completed and sent to them. And honestly, I haven't had very many projects that I've backed. I have not had, it's been the exception when something comes in quickly. Almost every deck, and I would say more than 70% of them, have taken almost a whole year, if not a whole year, to be finalized and sent to me. I don't know if that's the new norm, but I do think it's something you should know. If you don't really want to wait that long, just understand that that is most likely the way it's going to happen. I am not impatient, like I have no problems waiting, but my problem becomes when the creator does not keep in touch. I like to see updates just saying where we are in the process and so on and so forth. And I've become frustrated when a creator will send out some rewards to some people and rewards not to other people. and it may have been my choice, I'm not sure, but regardless, I see other people making videos using things that I've backed, and I'm like, well, darn it, where's mine? I want to play with my deck. But yeah, so you know, that's where I lose patience, and I try not to. I try to keep a level head about everything, but yeah, that's the only time I start to feel a little uneasy. I would very much like to, you know, be part of the crowd and have the things, be enjoying it with everyone else. So I should be getting another Kickstarter in pretty soon. They've told me that it has shipped, and that's a little frustrating too, because once I know that something has shipped, I like to see a tracking number, and there are some people who do not give you the tracking number unless you know, ask for it, or anyway. And it's been over a week, so I'm really hoping it didn't get lost. So that is the last card, King of Coins, and let's just look at the backs again, because oh my gosh, that's so pretty. In fact, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to get a different cloth. I'm using this old, okay, yeah. That's so pretty. Goodness. Yeah, I probably should have done it with the white background, but all the shadows bother me. I'm so unhappy with my setup right now. I think the next video I do, I'm just not going to use my lights. Obviously they bother me. I'm playing with a shadow. Okay, anyway, that was the Peculiar Pathways, I believe that's what it's called. Yes, the Peculiar Pathways by Lennox Rees, and I love it. I love it. Oh wait, oh my gosh, look, it has green edges. I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. It's like dry brushed. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Yep, can't wait to play. Okay, so as a bonus, let's go ahead and go through the Coastal Curiosities. I'm trying to watch my screen to make sure I don't have a glare. I feel like I have fixed the lighting. I'm sorry that I have to practice on you guys. I had to do an unboxing and I can't redo those, not very well. They're not exactly unboxings, or second unboxings or something. Okay, so this is an oracle. Wander through 53 linen cards filled with delightful collages featuring miniature worlds of eclectic keepsakes inspired by the Pacific Northwest. Discover flora and fauna and interpret their earthly messages to guide your creativity and intuition for care, growth, and focus as you unlock your possibilities. Pocket edition, just what I love. It's been several years ago, but we went to Oregon and we went on every little city on the coast. We went from Washington down to California, the coast of Oregon, and fell in love with it. In the end of July, it was freezing on the beach. I mean, I'm from Mississippi, so heat that doesn't really affect me. I'm, in fact, from Phoenix. Before we moved to Mississippi, the heat is not that big a deal, but man, I'm very sensitive to cold. And I was so cold we were wearing down jackets. The wind was biting. Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful though. I mean, it's almost like magic. It's so cool. It's completely different than you would expect. It's not the same kind of beach that you think of. I loved it. And we went to all the lighthouses, of course. We went to Devil's Punch Bowl. Never got to see it full, but that's really fine. And we went to Willamette Valley and tried a few of the wineries. I believe that we were able to find a gin distillery as well. I don't have any of those specifics right now because, I wouldn't remember without photographs. And we went to Portland while we were there, and we did the beer festival, which was enormous and so much fun. In fact, when we were in, I want to say it was Northport, but I could be wrong about the name of the city, because like I said, I haven't been there. I mean, I haven't thought about this in such a long time, but I'll change it on the screen if I'm wrong. When we stayed in Northport, we were across the street from a fishery, and so we got to hear like what it's really like to live there. It would start up, the grinding kind of noises would start up pretty early in the morning, like 5:30, 5 o'clock, and they'd keep going till almost 9 at night. I mean, it was definitely a working town. We went to the Rogue Brewery, and we stayed in the Bed and Brew. It was like a bed and breakfast, but instead of breakfast, you got like lunch and dinner. You got little flights with your lunch and dinner. It was pretty nice. But we always like to stay somewhere that has a kitchen, so the bed and breakfast was nice. It had a little kitchen, and we were able to, kind of stick to our own routine and cook at our place and eat what we like to eat, and in the time that we want to eat it. So, that was the benefit. The last one is a raccoon. Oh, and he has a chipmunk on his back. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yep, I'm going to really enjoy these cards. This is amazing. Super fantastic. No regrets. Okay, guys, so again, I apologize about the lighting. I'll play around with this a little bit more. There's one more video I wanted to do today, so hopefully I'll have the kinks worked out. Oh, I really appreciate the ones of you that tolerate me. I don't have to have a lot of people to talk to. I just appreciate having a couple. So you guys have a really great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.